That's true.
Oh, you got to hear this.
What?
We had a screening of The Matrix yesterday, right? So I was surprised that Ralph wasn't there because Ralph would be bugging me for weeks.
Right, I expected him to be there, and he wasn't.
Yeah, Ralph's the guy who, picks out my clothes for E.
Yeah.
My T-shirts.
Yeah, that was actually a major surprise that Ralph wasn't there.
Everybody, that one person you knew would be there was Ralph.
Listen to this. I get an email last night from Anne-Marie and Laura. You got to hear this one. Ralph asked that he be taken off the mailing list and put on the phone calling list, as he doesn't check his emails daily. You sent the invite out on Friday, and he still hasn't checked his email. I know when you don't get a return receipt, you call people to make sure they've gotten the invite, and you called him yesterday and again today, but Ralph wants to get a call instead. He said he needs as much time as possible to get things together to attend these screenings.
Oh, my goodness.
It's the biggest joke. I'm going to frame this.
I died when
Did you die?
I died when I read that. We just were in the office laughing because, it goes to the age-old question. What does Ralph do?
Nothing.
What is he rearranging?
Yeah, what couldn't
he can make it?
Let's say he learned about it a half hour before it was happening. What could he do?
Get things together.
Get what together? He doesn't work except for coming over to my house for an hour.
And what could he not...
Girl who used to do like a lot of preparing, does he wear makeup?
But he had 2 days' notice, right? That's what it says.
Well, first of all,
he doesn't.
Why is he too busy not to check his email?
I don't know.
That's number one. Like, what else? I check my email 5 to 10 times a day.
And you know what?
Message there.
Half the time when you call Ralph, you can't get him because he's on the computer.
Yeah, he's always on.
While he's on the computer, he could check his email.
He's surfing eBay for, Star Trek dolls.
And then he has a whole bunch of different email addresses. So, I'm sure he doesn't even know which one to check or which one he gave out to people. What is he doing in that apartment all day? And then he needs to be called, and it seems like they phone called him as well.
They called him twice, and he still didn't get it.
But and on top of it, he's brazen enough to send that email out.
Yeah, who cares if he's even there? Why would we...
He said he needs to call?
Who would call him?
He acts as if he's you. Don't you realize I need time to prepare?
It sounds like.
Listen to this. Ralph charged 20 overtime hours to E in Vegas. How is that possible? 20 overtime hours.
When was he working?
Well, there was one night he didn't leave Club Paradise till 5 a.m.
He worked for me for about 20 minutes.
There was no work that he did.
He packed my bag. He came to Vegas. And, I was saying I really don't need him to be in Vegas.
Right.
But I felt bad for him. I didn't want to leave him out. I said, I'm certainly capable of unpacking my bag and then just hanging up these shirts and putting them on.
Because he's not in the room dressing you.
No, well, he comes up and he dresses me. Because he wants to do something, but otherwise he's by the pool or gambling.
So wait a second. That means for the 3 days that we were there, he worked 8 hours each day and then an additional 6 a day.
There's no way. There's just no way.
I saw him in the gym a lot.
Home. And now E is charged overtime?
Who wrote me that note? You got to talk to me about that. Come on in here.
Yeah.
Is that yeah?
I have never seen a picture of Beth. Not one.
Well, she was in FHM. She was in... go to betho.com.
What?
Go to betho.com.
Oh, cool. I am dying to see what she looks like. And second, I was supposed to be on Get Me Out of Here Celebrity, but I turned it down.
That's funny.
My God, I was like, there's no way.
They asked Beth to be on Celebrity Mole, and she goes, I don't want to be Chris Judd. She goes, and she's so right. And she goes, they want me on there because I'm your girlfriend. What does that got to do with my career? I model for a living. What would that, other than the fact that I'm your girlfriend, why would they want me? I said, well, of course. She says, I said, that's embarrassing to me.
They wanted her on the Celebrity Jungle thing?
No, Mold.
Celebrity Mold.
Wow.
He called her rough.
The one thing I can say about that one is people don't sit around talking about their personal lives. Their personal lives don't come into it.
Yeah, but she just was like, they only want me because I'm your girlfriend. There's no other agenda than... Well,
you're supposed to be famous. Right. And she's not.
She goes, I'm not famous. I'm famous for being your girlfriend.
Famous model.
No, she's not. She even said, I'm a model. I work every day. I do catalog shoots. I do... magazines.
She's not even famous for being your girlfriend. They would have to write that. Famous is you don't have to tell me what that means. Right.
She says, I don't want to have a list of Howard Stern's girlfriend.
Wow.
Hey, Jessica, I got to go.
Okay.
Right.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, Jess.
Love you.
Love you.
Okay.
What were you going to say, John?
I was just going to say I put that note up about Ralph. That's a true story.
He billed him 20 hours overtime?
Yeah.
But what did he do?
When was he on overtime?
Come on, Robin Radzinski, come on in. Come on, just sit right
gotta
up.
hear this.
I got to know. I
just want to know when the clock started.
Yeah.
Does he charge to be on the plane? Seriously.
How did he get...
I didn't put that note up. I mean, I didn't give the information to John. Somebody oversaw Ralph's time card, and he did bill 20 overtime hours.
Were you shocked?
Is there justification?
I'm always shocked at what Ralph bills back.
Wait a second, does he bill you, like, in other words, okay, he's at his apartment, and the car comes to pick him up to go to the airport. Is that the beginning of his work day?
I would assume. That's the only way I could justify doing it. That he had 2 travel days.
So we all did.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I only invited him because I felt bad leaving him out.
Yeah, you're, like, doing him a favor.
Yeah, I thought I was doing him a favor. Wow. I didn't know you had overtime.
Thanks.
But you know what? No, I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
For somebody that is in my, like, line of sight, the least amount of time, he is the biggest pain in the ass.
Right.
Hey, Howard,
how is that possible?
Staff.
What does he do?
This is, you know what? I feel really bad doing this over the air. But,
it's all right. Because he always asks me, he goes, why do people think I'm a pain in the ass? I go, I don't know.
He can't get his, he's never on time with the information that we need from him, which is very limited.
Right.
Numbers don't add up. Where he's spending this time still
it's a mystery.
Me.
Yeah.
It's a mystery. I really could go on and on, but I'd rather not.
Hey, Howard, can I say something? Come on. So we're talking, Ralph, if he put in 20 overtime hours, that means 60 hours in Vegas, right?
Right.
So I'm going to give him 10 hours traveling each way.
Right.
And I still want to know what happened to the other 40 hours.
I don't know, but he was at Siegfried and Roy with me.
Yeah. He's working?
I guess. I don't know. I just know he comes up to the room and unpacks the shirts.
You mean when he's sitting there on the set, he's working?
And by the way, I told him he didn't need to sit there. Yeah, I guess he considered...
I guess that's what he's saying.
Because he's adjusting my shirt.
Okay, so there's 3 shows at 4 hours each, so there's 12. So now that's 32 hours.
Right.
What happened to the other 28?
Well, he's not actually working 40 full hours, and that's agreed upon.
Right.
As far as I'm concerned, as long as you're happy with Ralph,
I am.
I'm happy with Ralph.
I love Ralph, but I'm just completely freaked out that Ralph couldn't make it to the Matrix screening because he didn't have enough lead time.
He's a very interesting character.
What?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, can we get him on the phone? Because I really need to know.
I'll try.
Why he needs
time.
So much advance notice.
Hold on. This is very difficult for me to make a call. I don't even know if I have to dial 9 or what.
You do have to dial 9.
I do.
Not be completed.
Yeah, you have to just
there
dial
we
9.
go.
You do that everywhere now.
No, you don't. Not in my house.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm telling you, this won't work either. Yeah, I can't reach the phone thing. I can't see it. It's the most. I keep saying this for 10 years. You can't see the dialing apparatus.
Do you want me to dial it?
No, I mean, but why should I need you to dial a phone? That's why I don't make phone calls out anymore. Here, and I know I'm doing it right. And I got to lower it, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
There you go.
Yeah.
Did we inform him in advance we'd call?
Hey, it's Ralph. I'm not here. Please leave a message. Thanks.
Ralph, it's Howard. Pick up. We're on the air.
You little bitch.
I'm calling to prepare you for the Matrix 3 screening in December. Get ready. Ralph, pick up.
Save this date.
Save this date. June 4th, 2009.
Is that enough advance notice?
And don't bill me for this.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, please tell us how you wound up with overtime.
Ralph, the night before Thanksgiving, I'll be needing a collared polo shirt.
And the radio station Christmas party is Wednesday this year, in December. All right.
Well, Well, we can't get him. We didn't give him enough advance on this phone call.
Do I get charged for Ralph attending movie screenings?
Who knows? I mean, I don't know. I would really...
be.
Seriously, you have to ask him what he... Like, exactly break it down from Vegas, because I'd love to know what he charges for. Does he charge for getting on a plane?
Well, I would ask him, but I can't get a hold of him. Maybe he'll call back.
He'll call back about 9:30.
He might not.
When he wakes up.
Yeah, when he wakes up.
No, he usually calls about 9:30.
Yeah, because that's when he gets up.
Right.
And he told me that I work too hard. I'm stressed out.
Well, he would be right. Look at how much notice he needs for a screening.
He told me, you eat too much because you're up too many hours.
If you just sleep, you wouldn't
eat.